Big Daddy, Big Dog, Dog.
Though encouraged by many to approach Scout Day just like any other workout, these players know. After an anxious wait, a player is called to put his plate skills on display. Scout Day coaches do what they can to ground and focus the player for a stock-defining moment. Most of these prospects have played in games that were attended by a Major League Scout or two, but today there are 41 Major League Scouts in attendance. A fielding coach preps the player to showcase his defensive skills. This will be the last chance the player has to make an impression on this day. In the big leagues, pristine defense is a must. The players know that an error-free showing would be the benchmark. When it's over, some scouts come down to make personal contact with a player of A promising young baseball talent receives a call from his former high school coach, who has assumed an advisory role until the player sees fit to take on a sports agent. But wisdom would suggest a young athlete.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. We are about to start the third round, having just completed rounds 1. With the 13th pick in the third round, the Pittsburgh Pirates select the left fielder from the East region.
The awaited moment arrives. Many players will forever remember every detail of this conversation and moment. In the days and weeks that follow, teams work to come to terms with the players they have drafted and get them signed. In most cases, rookie contracts get done in a fairly straightforward manner, and with that, players and organizations alike A Double-A manager addresses his team before their season opener. For many of these young men, it is their first game.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the double. In now, Jack Tremme.
Left fielder, Jack Tremme.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, number 28. He'll take his first hacks here.
Number 28.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Ready for another chance? Dave Waylock, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Tremme is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Digging in to try it again, number 28. He reached on a single in his first try. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Ready once again, Jack Tremme. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Tremme.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
He's got to feel good about himself. A multi-hit game. He knows he's been struggling. We know he's been struggling. Maybe this is the start of good things to come.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in and looking for more, Alejandro Cairo. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
You got it.
Number 28 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Fahey. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Fahey.
1-2. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance.
Ready for another shot now, number 28. And Ben, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on.
Oh, hold on. What a stop. There's one. On to first, a double play. Striding in once again, Alejandro Cairo. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Alejandro
skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. One down. Digging in once again, Luis Bruno.
Right fielder, Luis Bruno.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Aguila ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score.
2 runs.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Striding into the box, number 45 comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. A windup and the 0-1. Opposite field to left. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that pass.
At the plate, Luis Bruno took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Stepping in, Drew Willett. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Drew Willett.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder, and the inning is over. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0.
Batting 8, left fielder, number
ready
28.
to deliver. Here's the number 28. Stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by. Quick as it can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
I like it. Hard line drive on a fastball, hit off the fastball, and good things happen.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 28. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Into the box, number 28. A hit in 2 tries so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Varner rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner from first comes around to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your... Takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. James. And he'll step off. And the runner's breaking for third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll just reset things here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no error. So stepping in, number 28. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's 7-0. And he is out. A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. James Lee gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Drew, welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Standing in, Alejandro Cairo. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit on the ground to third. Morov is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Settling in now, number 28. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Squared that one up just a little late. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Here you go now. Come on.
Now in the box, number 28. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Treming makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now. So digging in now, number 28. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs.
All right, come on now.
Striding in, Garrett Kilgore comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And there's their first hit of the game.
Well, it took a little while. We're in the 5th inning, but they came up with the first hit. You got to get something starting eventually, and not bad time.
Into the box now, Alejandro Cairo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A line shot to third base. Now at the plate, number 28. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Here's the pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruno is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now, Garrett Kilgore.
Number 2. Garrett Kilgore.
0-1, here it comes. Swinging a looper to left. Left fielder coming on. A dive, and he can't hang on. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jack Treming. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a...
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though...
And he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied.
Well, that blast serves notice that this kid is as good as the hype suggests. He has the tools and the desire to be a good one in the show.
Country breakfast. His dudeness. Hack. Goose. Oil can. Christian. Ziegler. Cannon. Capel. Carmichael. Cespedes. Christensen. Christian. Cologne.
Though encouraged by many to approach Scout Day just like any other workout, these players know it is anything but that. The prospects warm up and stretch before the first test, which will be the 60-yard dash. After an anxious wait, a player is called to put his plate skills on display. Scout Day coaches do what they can to ground and focus the player for a stock-defining moment. Most of these prospects have played in games that were attended by a Major League Scout or two, but today there are 41 Major League Scouts in attendance. A fielding coach preps the player to showcase his defensive skills. This will be the last chance the player has to make an impression on this day. In the big leagues, pristine defense is a must. The players know that an error-free showing would be the benchmark. When it's over, some scouts come down to make personal contact with a player of interest. A promising young baseball talent receives a call from his former high school coach, who has assumed an advisory role until the player sees fit to take on a sports agent. In the aftermath of a scout day, players are anxious.
With the 12th pick of the third round, the Chicago White Sox select Christian Colon, a catcher from the East region.
The awaited moment arrives. For some, it may not have arrived at the particular moment they'd envisioned. This player's lack of enthusiasm raises a red flag to the drafting team's general manager. A new draftee would rarely be expected to challenge the patience of a Major League GM. A Major League GM would rarely be expected to tolerate it for long. And the draftee's advisor would certainly not be expected to react well to hearing about it. This coach is livid with his former star. The player is updated on where things now stand after the awkward phone call. The player wonders if there is anything to be done to salvage the situation. The advisor's patience runs thin. It's decided. The player will try his luck again. When a player returns to a scout day having been through the process before, he knows exactly. A fielding coach preps the player to showcase his defensive skills. This will be the last chance the player has to make an impression on this day. In the big leagues, pristine defense is a must. The players know that an error-free showing would be the benchmark. Having turned in another Scout Day performance, this player and his advisor discuss his next move. The player will say yes to this year's top shirt.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing Now batting, Wes Lawrence.
Wes Lawrence.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sacrifice attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. So striding in, Christian Colon. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Galarraga. 1 out. Now at the plate, Josh Servone.
Batting 6. Left fielder, Josh Servone.
And that misses inside 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. At the plate, Mike Burris.
Batting 7, third baseman.
First pitch on its way.
Burris.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
There's one on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second. Digging in to try it again, Christian Colon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Wow, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field up there. I think that's what every major leaguer needs to learn.
He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Ready for another chance? Adrian Prado.
The designated hitter, Adrian Prado.
He's set. Here it comes. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And forget about the double. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Parks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Parks.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, I like that right there. Pulling the bat back. You still got to bunt a strike. That's the one trap that bunters fall into. They think they got to bunt anything. It's not a squeeze bunt. You still have to bunt a strike.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Striding in once again, Bobby Galarraga. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Colon. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Right here, one time.
Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit. Gaines is on his way home. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's now 3-1. Now at the plate, Lawrence Ludwig. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Ludwig.
0-2, here it is. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Parks is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Ready for another shot now. Chad Davidson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, takes a knee-high fastball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Galarraga. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
For you right here.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Jose Gutierrez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. In the dirt here. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
And as a catcher, you can't let this happen here. You might have gotten crossed up, but even if he did, he's got to find a way to keep that ball in front of him there. I know he's playing the hardest defensive position on the field, but these scouts need to see that you can receive the ball, and he couldn't do it there. That's a cardinal sin right there. We'll see if it affects his stock.
The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Digging in once again, Christian Colon. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Runner at third here, nobody out.
Here we go. Clutch up for us now.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. 5-2 the final today. Trey Black worked only 3.
As the draft nears and teams begin to identify prospects they may target, a game of dreams also becomes a game of dollars. Information is currency. A team that gets a player to name a price may gain an early upper hand in negotiation. After all, why pay more if you can pay less? And why even place an order if you suspect it may never be delivered? To stand a chance in these talks, anticipation is a must. This is the game behind the game, and it needs to be played just as hard. by those who want to come out on top.
Standing in, Christian Colon.
Catcher it. Christian.
Here comes
Colon.
the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless.
Like you can up there, huh?
The 0-1 on its way. Right side hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field up there. I think that's what every major leaguer needs to learn.
Garland is there, and he's got it for the first out. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first. And settling in now, Anthony Herrera. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Colon.
Christian Colon.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Yeah, and the scouts love the fact that he has the power to go deep. But I'll tell you what they love.
Digging in to try it again, Brent McCoy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Colon. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Nicholson is on his way home. And a relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And a great thing about that, AB, aside from him clutching up and driving it a run, it's what he did with 2 outs in the inning. That speaks volumes about a kid's mental toughness right there, and the scouts are definitely going to take note of that.
On the ground to the left side, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Herrera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Barehanded on the move. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that. Into the box, Brian Garland. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Brian Garland.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The catcher, and he saw it coming that time. Back in standing. The 1-0 delivery. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
1 and 2.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A dangerous changeup to miss high with. It stayed out of the zone.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though. We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Ready for another shot now. Donald Mura. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Nowakowski. And that's the 3rd out. So the nearly bat around here is 8. So digging in now, Anthony Herrera. 15, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Anthony Herrera.
Miss. He's behind the big curveball.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Hey, we got no out.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Gaines. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from 3rd. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Digging in once again, Ronnie Flynn. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Flynn.
Hey, we got 1.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gaines on the move. 2 down.
Cut. Hold.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance. Prince Ivy. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey, plays it first. Two out there.
The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the